Tim O'Malley for Irish Illustrated following a brief practice viewing. The one main takeaway, I think, today would be that when the team had to change fields, we did see Cam Hart with his leg wrapped. Actually, it was Tyler James saw him with his leg wrapped going across the fields. Limping was the word, and that would, I guess, be the number one question we'll be asking Marcus Freeman on Friday. Is Cam Hart available? If not, heavy load will go to Clarence Lewis and Tariq Bracy. And the three of them have been playing all year, of course, in Congress, but I mean, in my opinion and many people's opinion listening, Cam Hart was the best corner Notre Dame had this season. Ryan Barnes was involved in the two deep both yesterday and today, and he is listed as such. We did see Philip Riley out there. I think that is Barnes would probably be as far as they go if you are not allowed to have Cam Hart. I don't think you're going to play more than three corners after not playing the entire season. I had a chance to shoot some video today, and Blake Fisher, still a large man, but I think the key with Fisher is physically, even if he's 100% healthy, there might be a little bit of a drop off in terms of line calls and execution. And it's just, he has not played the right side. He hasn't played at all in 11 and a half games. And as though Josh Lugg gave up the most pressures on Notre Dame's team, according to Pro Football Focus and Irish Illustrated's own metrics, they weren't blown assignments. And I think that's what can get Jack Cohn into a little bit of trouble. Blake Fisher's assignment sound, I don't think Notre Dame will struggle there, but that is the main, it's his main charge for Saturday. We don't think Notre Dame will be able to run the ball well, and I only bring that up because there was a lot of work today in our brief session with backs catching the ball out of the backfield, and that happens every time we go, except there were some of the circle routes I think Notre Dame fans might remember from the Notre Dame Syracuse game with Ian Book to Tony Jones and Dexter Williams, where the back comes out of the backfield, and all were catching it adeptly. I think Logan Diggs really showed the most there. Interesting speaking with Chris Tyree yesterday that he's finally healthy from turf toe, and he said of turf toe, I would not wish turf toe on my worst enemy. So Tyree is back. I still believe Tyree will start, but of course it's 1A and 1B with he and Logan Diggs and Audric Estime sprinkled in a little. Shorthanded still at wide receiver. We did see Jayden Thomas in the tempo drill today. He was working with the twos. He subbed in once with the ones, and that might sound like a revelation, but when you have 5 scholarship receivers, everybody has to sub in with the ones. He scored a touchdown today over Barnes near the end of our practice viewing. There's not a lot to get from those 15-minute sessions. There were some questions on the message board whether Michael Carmody, since he's not in the two deep, was practicing and healthy. He was out there today going against Blake Fisher back and forth. Looked like the entire offensive line of anyone that could play was intact, as well as the defensive front. Didn't really get to go too much into the rest of the position groups. Linebackers and safeties were at the other end during our brief viewing. And it's kind of what you glean as a roll call from these, but today's roll call showed Cam Hart might not be able to answer the bell. And that's, an amateur opinion, but when you're looking across the field with your thigh wrapped 3 days before the game, I think it's a safe call. He'll have some trouble getting on the field and chasing the Cowboys receivers. That is it for today. We will have a podcast tomorrow, joined by Tim Priester and the Athletics' Pete Sampson. And then Tim Priester and I will have another instant analysis late Friday morning after Marcus Freeman gives his final words before the Fiesta Bowl, Notre Dame against Oklahoma State.